Hidden in these woods is a forgotten castle and the legacy of a man who once outfitted the American elite. Within these ruins lies a story of ambition, tragedy, and this castle abandoned to history. Hidden in the woods of New York's Westchester County is ELDA Castle, the dream home of David Abercrombie, co-founder of Abercrombie Fitch. The Abercrombie Castle is about 25 miles north of New York City, tucked away next to a nature preserve. It's really pretty out here. I totally dig kind of like these little mounds covered in moss. It's beautiful. As you get closer to the house, signs that you're headed in the right direction start to appear. It's pretty cool up here so far. I mean, there's all these cool little bridges, and it's just really a nice stroll through the woods. Eventually, rounding one last turn in the driveway, the castle comes into view. There it is, just off behind me. You can totally see it just peeking through the trees. It's pretty wild looking. It looks like something out of a fairy tale. I first visited the castle back in 2022. It turns out that just a few weeks later, the place caught fire. I'm curious to get inside to see what Abercrombie's castle looks like now. David Abercrombie was born June 6, 1867. He worked as a topographer and an explorer, where he realized that the clothing and the equipment of the time was not adequate. In 1892, he founded Abercrombie Company in Manhattan, New York, which outfitted wealthy outdoorsmen and explorers. In 1904, Abercrombie partnered with New York businessman Ezra Fitch. They combined to form the company Abercrombie Fitch, which outfitted many prominent American figures, including Amelia Earhart, Ernest Hemingway, and Theodore Roosevelt. Due to disputes in which direction the company should head in, Abercrombie left in 1907. He continued working in textiles for many years and was even put in charge of the New York packing depot for the U.S. Army during World War I. After the war, Abercrombie moved himself and his family to Westchester County and began work on his dream home. Construction of the castle began in 1925 and was completed in 1927. The castle was named ELDA after Abercrombie's children, Elizabeth, Lucy, David, and Abbott. It originally had 25 rooms, including servants' quarters. There's an open courtyard or patio area, which was intended to look like a ruin, which is ironic considering how it looks now. I'm assuming this is probably the courtyard that supposedly was made to look a bit like a ruin. It's got a cool spiral staircase over there in the corner. This place is really pretty cool, honestly, having all the trees growing up in the courtyard and basically seeing that it's being reclaimed by nature. I feel like it just adds to the charm, adds to the appeal. I'm sure it was super impressive when it was new back in, 1927, but honestly, I feel like this has its own kind of character to it. I mean, I guess it's something that's 100, 200 years old is the best for kind of ancient ruins we could do in Westchester County of New York. There's also a great hall modeled after the great halls in medieval castles. This seems like it's the room that is modeled after the old great halls. It's all boarded up, so it's a little hard to see. The last time I was in here, there was no boards. It was much brighter. There was a gnarly old couch over in the corner somewhere. Yeah, seems like, I guess, after the fire they had a few years back, they're really trying to clean it up at least a little bit. This is cool, this big old fireplace over here. I wonder if the chimney's still open. Yeah, imagine this room, especially with this whole wall of windows, all the big arched windows. Probably would have been quite impressive back in the day. The castle was first occupied in 1928, just a year after it was completed, but it was only lived in for a few short years. Abercrombie's daughter, Lucy, was killed in an explosion in one of his nearby textile factories in 1929. David Abercrombie himself died in 1931. After his death, his wife moved out and went to live with his other daughter in Elizabeth, New Jersey. The castle was empty for many years until it was sold in the 1940s to a firm doing research on paint. After World War II, it sat empty again, and vandals dumped paint on the floors and set several fires. Those fires, the fire in 2022, and time have certainly taken their toll on ELDA Castle. All right, so here, this is the entrance to the tower. It's totally burned out, so all I could do is look in. This looks totally burned out. You can see where there probably used to be multiple levels here. I honestly don't want to go in any further because I don't trust the floor. There's stairs kind of up around the corner that way. That looks like that's how you get to the top of the tower. Supposedly, you can see the Hudson River from here, but you know, I have no way to get up there, and I'm not even considering trying because it would be kind of a stupid idea. I'd probably fall one flight down onto I-beams and other debris and probably hurt myself. Not looking to do that today. Over the years, the castle has had several owners, but has never been restored. Several have tried. One even tried turning it into some sort of a retreat space, but nothing ever panned out. Apparently, some people seem to think the castle is cursed due to Abercrombie's death, his daughter's death, and his son's death. His son died in 1937 after being kicked by a horse. This, combined with all of the failed attempts to restore it over the years, have built up kind of an urban legend surrounding this estate. It's pretty cool visiting the Abercrombie Castle. It's also kind of a nice reminder that no matter how rich you are, we all suffer the same fate. Tragedy could strike any minute, and anything you try to leave behind might eventually just crumble and be forgotten in the woods. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, check out some of my other videos which cover a wide variety of subjects. If you want to keep up with what I'm working on, head over to my website and sign up for my newsletter.